Laser. What's up, guys? Anthony here with Max at PAX 2012. We just saw the Oculus Rift, and I gotta tell you, I went in wanting to be a hater, Max.
Yeah, it's a virtual reality headset. That's there's been a lot going against those in the past.
It sounds like something that my dad wanted to show me in sharper image.
Yes.
And then they strapped this thing onto my head, and they loaded up Doom 3, and I was blown away by this thing.
Immediately, the first thing is just the weight,
yes,
which is really a huge factor. It's probably the most obvious. I mean, those headsets from back in the day, you know, the part in Jurassic Park, they put on the night vision goggles.
Yeah.
Are those heavy? They're probably expensive.
Yeah.
This felt like a little bit lighter than the Xbox controller.
Yeah, definitely. It didn't feel any differently for me. Maybe a little bit just because of the back strap, but it felt like wearing my glasses.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a problem with the weight. The other thing that struck me immediately, this thing, the tracking is zero lag, super smooth.
Yeah, and you've got weird, crappy nerd eyesight.
I have the nerdiest, crappiest eyesight.
So if you weren't having problems with that, that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got handsome guy vision, but I mean, it's there was a moment of kind of that, like, a little bit disorienting, and then you just kind of, as opposed to it getting worse,
yeah,
it goes away.
That's the thing, is I was searching the whole time as I'm running through this level for that feeling of, in 15 minutes I'm going to be nauseous, and I didn't get it.
No, you in 15 minutes you're going to be playing this still. And
it actually, so I should say, people have been asking about resolution and things like that.
Yeah, it is actually, it's very low resolution. It's 12...
It's 1280 by 800 split between the two eyes.
And it definitely, you notice it looking a little bit grainy at first, but after you wear it, that kind of goes away too.
The depth and the angle of view on it really does a lot to add detail. Your brain starts adding the detail, to the point where as we were running around, the first thing I noticed Max wore at first, he was looking for his hand. He was waving it in front of his face. And I started doing the same thing, and Imp was throwing a fireball at me, and I went like this to dodge.
Yeah, and again, this is very early build of the game, early build. I mean, the thing was pieced together with duct tape and hot glue.
Yeah.
When you go like this, the view does change like this, but it doesn't exactly move your character like that. What I thought was neat is when you if you push up on the right stick and then look down, suddenly you just see your hands holding the gun, which is...
Yeah.
It's little things like that that really just kind of just drive home that sense of immersion or whatever.
Exactly. You know, and like immersion, it's a word and you hear it all the time. But this is a thing, and it feels like you are on Mars.
Yeah.
It's the most I've ever felt like I've been on Mars.
It's pretty exciting.
There you go.
I really want one of these. They shipped out, what, like 10,000 dev kits of this?
Something like that,
The Kickstarter just closed with like $2.5 million behind it or something.
I'm very, very excited to see what happens when these dev kits get into people's hands.
Absolutely. And this is going to be, I mean, the idea of a developer these days, it's a very loose term, because that could be some guy messing around in his bedroom on his computer. Yeah. That could be the modding community. There's so much possibility with this, and I mean, it's easy to look at it and be like, whatever, but it's there's a lot of potential here.
Yeah.
I want one.
I want one too. We are going to stay in contact with these guys. We're going to get more information. We're going to get more hands-on stuff for you as soon as we can. And of course, we have tons more from PAX all weekend long. So be sure you subscribe to both channels, youtube.com/rev3games, youtube.com/dtoid.